Hi guys, and today I'm inside the Jeepwrangler that I was talking to you about from the outside yesterday. And what a nice place to be. This is of course the Sahara with the special leather and stuff like that. Now these top bits could come off, these panels could come off, the whole of the roof could in fact come off, and especially these are quite easy to remove. But I'm not going to do that because it's raining. I don't know if you can make that out, but it is raining. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the Jeep, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Stay tuned for a full review coming soon. Make sure you are following me on hashtag browncarguy on browncarguy.com. Make sure you go there, put your email in there so you subscribe and you get all the content from there. And of course on YouTube, youtube.com/browncarguy. Make sure you subscribe and hit the button if you're watching this on YouTube, over here or over here, somewhere here. There's a little logo that's floating around. Mouse over that or roll over that or press that or whatever, and the subscribe button will come up and you can do that. So that's very important. Make sure you do that and make sure you tell everybody else to do that as well. Now, coronavirus. I was just reading this on one of the channels that I write for. I obviously write for BritishAsianNews.com, motoring section there, Motor Overload, which I'm doing with my mate Kevin Haggerty, and a couple of other things that I do, but I also do quite a lot of stuff for Drive Tribe, you know, so that's Drive Tribe. And I was just reading this article on Drive Tribe. Can you see that? There you go. I don't know. And it is coronavirus causes China's biggest ever car sales drop. My goodness. What they're reporting is Phil Tromans wrote this. Phil Tromans, somebody I used to work with, a good buddy of mine. He's writing that Chinese Passenger Car Association data showed that there was an 80% drop in sales in February of this year, and that's of course because of the coronavirus. That's obviously compared to 2019. However, it's not entirely bad news, because in the first 2 weeks alone, the first 2 weeks of February was a 92% drop. So over the 4 weeks it's 80%, so maybe the last 2 weeks picked up a little bit, so that's a good sign. They are saying that the rate of new cases of coronavirus in China are slowing down, thank God. So I think China is sort of coming through the peak of it now, and hopefully things are going to start to get better there again soon. And I'll tell you why that's important for the rest of us. By the way, Toyota said it saw sales drop by 70% in China over the same time. Go check it out. The article is on drivetribe.com by Phil Tromans. Go check that out. Anyway, this is in addition to, of course, the Geneva Motor Show, which I did a little video about a couple of days ago, I think. That also got cancelled. And again, like the amount of effort, energy, time, investment that goes into that show by manufacturers, that is absolutely staggering. And just by the fact that I'm now busy doing a lot of press releases, so I'm putting up news stories on browncarguy.com, on BritishAsianNews.com in the motoring section, and also on my YouTube channel. Go check those out. A lot of stuff coming out from Geneva, and you go, wow, all of this stuff was slated. All the manufacturers had prepared to launch and debut all of these cars and concepts at the Geneva Motor Show. That's now not happening, so they're all doing it virtually. They're doing it online, and so we're still covering it because it's still happening. Life goes on. So they're all there, check them out. But that's not the only thing. Of course, the Formula 1 race in China also had to be cancelled, and they kind of, you know, that's understandable. But now they're talking about cancelling other events around the world. All kinds of things are, you know, a little bit shaky now. They're talking about the Tokyo Olympics, and that's much later in the year, but they're talking about that already, going, oh, is that going to happen? Is that not going to happen? I'll tell you what, next week I was supposed to go on an international car launch, you know, again in Europe, and I've just had an email now, that's been cancelled. Oh my God, that has been cancelled. So you've got events being cancelled, car shows being cancelled, physical car launches being cancelled, although obviously they're going on in a virtual environment, online environment, and of course car production is at risk, as I touched on, I think, was it day before yesterday or whatever, in one of my videos. Jaguar have said, and this was probably 2 weeks ago now, Jaguar said they've only got like 3 weeks left of production before they start to get frantic for parts. So we might be in the last week of production for Jaguar Land Rover, as far as I know, because I remember reading that they said we got 3 weeks worth of parts, and then we're struggling. And at the time, even then, they were resorting to doing things like, you know, flying in things in a suitcase or whatever, you know, because they couldn't get shipping across. And that's a big thing, because a lot of manufacturers rely on components and parts that actually, even if the cars are not built in China, but, you know, bits and pieces and things, as we all are buying stuff, you know, made in China, come from China. So the fact is that China's shut down. over the last month or so, it's been completely shut down. Factories have been shut down. Hopefully now, with the peak of the virus hopefully having been summited, something is going to start up again, factories are going to start up again, and hopefully that business is going to start up again. They're talking about a global recession, they're talking about this, but having said that, I just was reading today that one of the stock exchanges, I think, has rallied today, so maybe there's some good signs anyway. There's a lot of doom and gloom, and media is quick to jump on this and go, oh my god, worst case scenario, 80% of UK people are going to get this, and that means like 500,000 of us are going to die. Seriously, let's put this into perspective. There's what, 60 people now, 50 people, something like that, out of which I think a dozen of them have actually been cured in the UK. Nobody's yet died in the UK. I can't remember, it's 50 or 60 people have had it in the UK. A dozen of them have already been cured. We're talking about a population of 66 million people. Come on, let's get real here. It's not. Let's calm down. I worry that actually it's not the disease that's going to cause us harm. It's just the freaking out about it. It's the panicking that's going to cause us the problem. Anyway, most of the people I've seen going about their business normally. So hopefully it's going to stay like that and it's going to carry on. But I do worry. Car events being cancelled. I mean, all these cars that are being launched virtually, these Geneva launches that were due to happen now being launched virtually, and they're going, oh, deliveries are starting in May, deliveries are starting in June. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Well, anyway, fingers crossed, hopefully that is. Anyway, that's enough for today. Make sure, like I said, you follow me, #BrownCarGuy, all the social media, particularly on Instagram. I put stuff on Twitter. I don't interact so much on there, but I put stuff on Twitter. If you want to interact with me, Instagram and Facebook, aka Brown Car Guy, Shazad Sheikh, aka Brown Car Guy on Facebook. That's a good way to get hold of me. And of course, browncarguy.com. And of course, on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, please, and tell everybody else to do the same. Thanks so much for watching. Until tomorrow.